Hey yo, it's your girl Rashanya Dazhena, and today I'm back. I'm back with another video. So I know it's been a year since I posted. Y'all really like, where she been at? Like, she told us she was about to drop bangers all 2020. Like, let me tell you, if you want a story time on all my 2021, just comment down below and let me know. I will definitely do a story time on my 2020, because my 2020 had a lot of my 2020. You want to know what's tea? Tell me to drop a story time about my 2020. So, the reason why I'm here is because we gonna do a little story time. We gonna make it spicy for my comeback on YouTube, and I'm gonna be telling you guys about how I found out I was pregnant. What is nice? That's so nice. All the potty people them run come long time. Let me start. So I don't think I'm gonna get my dates right. I know it was like in March. I don't know, yeah. But I went to my grandmother's house, right? So if you don't know, if you can't see, if you can't tell, I'm not in the purple room with the purple walls no more. I moved out. I have my own place. Yes, I got braces. Sis is fixing her teeth. All that. But yeah, I moved out. I'm in my own place right now. So I'm recording this video in my room. So I went to my grandma's house. I go to my grandma's house a lot. I go to my grandma's house to do laundry because I don't have my own laundry here. I go to my grandma's house for food. I go to my grandma's house to grocery shop. Like, Mama C is in clutch with everything. Let me tell you. So I ate. I forgot what I ate that day, but I know that I ate. So I ate, and my grandma was like, no, first off, my grandma always talking about she having some weird dreams, and she having dreams that somebody's pregnant. And whenever my grandma has dreams like that, it's always true. Even though like, we don't really read into dreams, but it's always like true. So she was like, she dreamt that someone is pregnant and stuff like that. She was doing it like for like a week now. I'm like, please. I had just came off birth control, but like I was like doing what I was supposed to do. Like, I was being careful. This is my miracle baby, y'all. I'm not gonna say miracle baby, but this is my baby that found his way into the world. But anyways, we're not gonna talk about that, right, baby? I like to poke my stomach. If you see me doing this, I'm poking my stomach because I'm trying to annoy him a little bit. I don't know what gender it is. I'm just saying him because I want a boy. So yeah. So back to the story. So I had just ate. I forgot what I ate that day, and I know it's a day in March. So I had just ate. It was late March, I think, or was it early April? I don't know. That's bad that I don't even know the night. Hold up, let me go find the day, cause I know it's somewhere in my phone. I'm not gonna go find it. Like, don't matter. But yeah, I ate. I had these high-waisted mama's jeans on, the ones with the rips, the boyfriend jeans, whatever. Mama's jeans, boyfriend jeans, whichever way, they're the same to me. I had those on, the ones with the millions of rips in it and stuff, boyfriend jeans or whatever. And I had this black long sleeve crop top on because it was still cold outside. So my grandma's like, oh, your belly looks so. For my Americans, that's like, why your stomach look like that? So she's like, oh, your belly looks, and I'm like, how? And she's like you're pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Ain't no way I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. Like, I just ate. My stomach is puffy. Like, that's all it is. So I'm going home or whatever, and like I'm on the phone with my mother, and my mother stays saying, are you pregnant? Like, are you sure you're using protection? Are you sure you're not pregnant? Because I was telling her what my grandma had said. So my mom is taking that serious, because when my grandma say something like that, it's like that. When see Billy say something like that, it's like that. So my mom is like, are you sure? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, ain't no way. No, I can't have kids. I believe that I can't have kids in my head. Like, it's like, I can't have kids. Like, I'm not about to have kids. Because, so this is something personal I'm about to share. But, like, I get a lot ovarian cysts a lot. So I used to have to be on birth control. I was on birth control. I've been on birth control since, what, 2018? Yeah. So my doctors was like, the birth control would, like, I've been on and off it though. I didn't stay on it because I felt like it was breaking out my skin. It made my body weird. The audacity. You hear them with the siren them. So like, if you could tell, like I have a mark right here. I had Nexplanon, and it was making me crazy. It was making me depressed. I was losing weight, just dropping weight. No matter how much I ate, I was just dropping weight. I looked like a piece of string bean. It was just like bad. So I stopped. I got off Nexplanon, and I wasn't on anything for like a long time. And then I went back to my OB, my gynecologist or whatever, and she was like, oh, you have another cyst, like go back on birth control so we could balance it out, blah blah blah. So I was using the patch. I forgot what the name of it is. I don't feel like go getting it right now. I'm lazy. I'm hungry. All I could think about right now is hot Cheetos. I might get up and get me some hot Cheetos. So yeah. I just want to be smacking the video. So yeah. So I was like, because of that, I was like, you know, like I keep getting a cyst. Like I'm not going to be able to get pregnant. Like that's it. Like I won't have kids. I don't want kids. Like, that's how I felt. I don't want kids. I won't have kids. Like, that's how I felt. Because that's how I felt. So, I'm telling my mom, like, I can't have kids. Like, I'm driving a car, and I remember telling my mom, I was driving the Jeep that day, one of my friend's car that we had rented. Because I was supposed to go to Miami, like, literally the next day to go do some girls' makeup. So, for this party. So, I was telling my mom, like, I can't have kids. Like, it's not possible. Rashanya Dazhena ain't having no kids. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, pause. Go subscribe now. I'll wait. Click that post notification bell too. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, miss. Thank you, mister. So... So, I'm recording on my phone and I just got a text message. So, I'm telling my mom, yo, I can't have kids, whatever. So, I come home and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I haven't got my period since the 5th of March. And we're in the end of March, the beginning of April. I think it was the 2nd of April. I think it was the 2nd of April. I don't remember, but I think it was early April, late March. So I'm like, or late April. I don't remember. So, what the heck? There's like a piece of hair in my face. So like, I'm calling my boyfriend. I'm like, hey, listen. I call my person. I'm corny. I call my person and I'm like, hey, listen, I think whoop de whoop de whoop. So I go at a test and I come back and I FaceTime him and I'm like, it's 2 lines. And I took another test and I'm like, it's 2 lines. And the whole time I'm there freaking out because I'm like, the first thing that comes to my head is, how the hell am I telling my grandmother? Like, I wasn't so much worried about telling my mom. My mom's my best friend, but she don't play with me. She don't take the foolery from me. But I was like, how the hell am I gonna tell my grandmother and her husband? Her husband, I call him dad, because listen, that man did more than my dad has ever done for me in the 3-4 years that I've known him. Like, that's my dad. Not biologically, but that's my whole heart. That's my dad. And I was just like, I know he about to take it hard. So I remember, like, I'm having cramps. Like, I've been having cramps all week, but they weren't bad. And that night, I don't know if it's because, like, I was stressing, panicking, and freaking out, but my cramps got worse. And it was like, I'm about to go to the hospital tomorrow. I was like, this is not real. I'm about to go to the hospital tomorrow. They about to do that ultrasound, and they gonna tell me there's no baby in my stomach. It's my hormones that's making this test go off or something. So I get up in the morning, I take a shower, I head to the hospital. I was waiting to go to a walk-in because I didn't really want to go spend the whole day at the hospital, and I knew I had to go to Miami, but I went to the hospital. They had me do a pee test. So when the nurses at the front desk, before they gave me a room or whatever, they had me do a pee test, and they were like, she was like, when's your last period? And I told her that I'm having pains on my left side. Like, it hurts when I touch it. It hurts. Like, it's shocking pains. Like, it hurts. So she's like, well, take a pee test. You're gonna take a dirty one and a clean catch. Or I think I did a clean catch first, but I know they made me do a clean catch like 3 times or 2 times. So a clean catch is like when you wipe 3 times and then you pee midstream, you catch midstream pee and stuff like that. And a dirty catch is just like when you just pee. So I heard her, like, I hate this. I work in a hospital now, but I hate this. I hate when nurses, they talk your business, like, and out loud for everyone else in the waiting room to hear. Like, that, no, that's wrong. So she was like to the other nurse, I knew it was gonna come out positive. She's pregnant. So I'm over there freaking out, and my stomach is like hurting, and I'm like, can y'all hurry up and get me this room? So they were like, do you want a wheelchair? I was like, no, I don't want a wheelchair. And I walked my ass to that emergency room. Excuse me. So I went in there, and then the nurse practitioner came in. It was a guy. He was really nice, and he was like, so we're gonna test your blood and whatever. And they took blood for me, and they gave me IV because I was very, 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 very dehydrated. Like, I was dehydrated to the max, like almost about to pass out. So I think that was what made my pain worse too. So they gave me an IV, they gave me some liquid to try to rehydrate me. They asked me to go pee again. I went. They set me up for an ultrasound. I went up, like, I was literally freaking out. And the lady was like, I was like, is everything okay with the baby? And she was like, yeah, the baby's fine. There's just 2 cysts on your left ovary. And I was like, okay. But I got 2 cysts on my left ovary, and I still got pregnant. Like, that's crazy. So I'm like, okay. So when I go back down, I'm asking the doctor, like, does the cyst affect the baby and stuff? And they're like, oh, they'll give me outpatient care if I decide to carry my baby. Like, that's not a question. We don't abort babies around here. I'm not finna walk through no cemetery and hear no baby saying mommy, or be up in my room and hear no baby say mommy and I can't tell where it's coming from. We don't do that. No, ma'am. Anyways, I'm joking. But anyways, so I'm asking him, like, is that gonna affect the baby and stuff? And he's like, no. Like, everything is gonna be fine. Whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah. So I'm there. I was there until like 2 o'clock. I did not get to go to Miami. They had to get somebody else to do their makeup. Like, but they understood though. I was in a hospital, emergency room, so it was a lot. And they had me pee so many times because they were like, oh, you got cells in the pee, don't hold it so close to your coochie because we want a clean catch to see what's going on. They check my HCG levels. So your HCG levels is like, if it's in the double numbers, like the higher it is, the more pregnant you are. And they did that. And like my phone was dying. Everybody, like my mom, I didn't tell my mom yet, but my person was like, I want to say my person, I'm not gonna be like my baby daddy. I'm not nobody's baby mother. I'm the mother of that person's child. He's the father of my child. I don't have a baby daddy and I'm not a baby mama, and that's it, point blank period. I'm the mother of his first child, and he's the father of my first child. That's it. So I didn't tell my mom yet. I don't think I told my mom until like 3 days later. No, but I kept texting her. I was like, Mom, I need to talk. Like, I want you. Like, I miss you. Like, in that time, like, even now, like, I just be missing my mom. Like, I just want my mother. Like, I just want a big hug and a big kiss and, like, just to lay down and cuddle with my mom. I know that sounds weird, but that's just us. So I just been wanting my mom. So I'm like, Mom, I missed you. Like, I'm just going through so much. Like, I feel alone, whatever, and stuff like that. And that's like, I was with my mom, so my mom knew something was up. So one night I went to Walmart. I went to go buy water, I think, or there was water in my, I went to go buy water. I wasn't supposed to lift it, nothing that heavy, bringing it upstairs, but I was doing it by myself. I think I did it by myself. And I took my mom and I said, I need to talk to you. And then I said, never mind. And then she called me and she's like, what do you need to talk to me about? And I was just like, I don't even know how to say this. And my mom was like, are you pregnant? And I was on the phone for like a good 20 seconds before I said yes. And I said yes. I'm gonna say, Jesus Christ, Amelia. My mom. Why y'all gotta be outside doing all that? My mom was like, Jesus Christ, Amelia. Like, yeah. And then she was just cussing me out. And she was like, how was that happen? How did that happen? And I was like, Mom, I was using protection. Like, I was taking precautions. Like, I took that pill. Like, it didn't work. And she's like, saying, no, all if he was condom. I'm saying, say condom broke. And like the both of us was just on the phone, like emotional as hell. I was like, so if it condom broke, I'm gonna take the pill. Like, just like I'm gonna take the pill, even though whenever I use it, I didn't work. Then I see him thing would happen. And then she was just like trying to calm down and stuff like that. And my mom, like, she been there. Like, she was like, you gonna have to, she was like, you wanna tell your grandmother? I was like, no, I think I need to tell them myself. And then, like, when the day came for me to tell them, like, I went to my first appointment and I got my first ultrasound. And the day came for me to tell them. And I was sitting in my car, bawling my eyes out. And my mom called my aunt. I didn't tell my aunt yet. And she was like, well, I can't be a mediator because no one of them was a me knew already. She was like, let your aunt be the mediator because I don't want them to know that I already know and I'm just sitting on it and I didn't say nothing. But that's not my mom's story to tell. You know, that's I owe it to them to go to them and tell them what's really going on with me. So my aunt called on her phone and my mom had my sister's baby in her hand, right? My little niece Leah. She's so cute. She's so precious. Like, she's just a little gem. She's so chunky. We call her Chunkalunka. So my mom had Chunka in her hand, Princess Leah, just like her auntie. My mom had Leah in her hand, and it was a 3-way call. So I faced a video call on WhatsApp or whatever, a FaceTime. I don't remember which one it was. So I told my aunt is like, what's wrong? I said, make her have one of them there when mommy having her on. So I said, you're gonna have a baby? I was like, yeah, I'm bawling my eyes out. My auntie said, don't go tell mommy Vince the way, or you just tell me, though. Sit down and talk to him. So I went inside and I went to go get my laundry. And I go downstairs and I'm literally crying. And my grandma's downstairs with me. And I'm asking her for like air freshener and stuff. Because she buys that stuff in bulk. So like I get to take some home. She just buy them in bulk. Like she can't go in the store and not see Febreze and walk away from it. Or see Lysol and walk away from it. Or see them stuff you plug in the wall and walk away from it. She'll buy chunks of those. So she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you in a minute. Like, I want to talk to you and Vince. I want to talk to you and Bear. She calls him Bear because she loves bears and that's her bear. She loves teddy bears, so she has a real life teddy bear. She called her husband Bear. I'm sorry, the road is so noisy. So I was like, I want to talk to you guys. So I go, oh my goodness. So I sit down and I'm like, I'm such a disappointment. Like, I'm such a failure. Like, this is not how I wanted to reward you guys. Like, I remember all the stuff that I said, but I knew I said some stuff like that. Like, I was degrading myself and stuff. Like, I was like, and she's like, you're pregnant? You're pregnant? Like, while I'm talking, you're pregnant? You pregnant? You pregnant? You're pregnant? You're pregnant? While I'm talking. And I was like, yes. And my grandma just said, okay, my grandma said, nothing surprised me no more. This is not a funny story, but she was like, nothing to surprise me no more. And her husband, he put his hand on his head and his eyes just go wild. His eyes just go wild. And I'm freaking out because when he is upset, his eyes just go wild. And then he got up, he went downstairs, and he left. And we were trying to call him, he not answering. He texted my grandma and said he just want to listen to some loud music right now, that's it. My grandma got sick, she started throwing up. She started having a panic attack, couldn't breathe, she has to go to the hospital. Like, I felt so bad, like I was crying that whole night. I was crying that whole night. My grandma called my aunt and told her before all of that happened, before like she started getting sick. My aunt was crying. Her husband went outside to go cry. I think my uncle, he just did not care. My grandma called him, and he was like, he's at the gym. So the gym he goes to is like around the corner from my grandma's house. Like, it's like 7 minutes away from my grandma's house with all the lights and stuff. 10. So my grandma's like, he's leaving the gym. So my grandma's like, come over here. I'm gonna just tell us that you're pregnant. My uncle did not come nowhere. My uncle did not care. He went home. He did not care 1 bit at all. And then, so yeah. Then everybody knew from then. And I just kept it from certain family members. I didn't tell certain family members. Some family members I waited on until I was out of my first trimester to tell them. So yeah. That's how I found out that I was pregnant. And that's how I told my family that I was pregnant. So if you guys wanna be on this journey with me, come to doctor's appointments with me, see my baby grow with me, see my baby being born, be a part of her life, be a part of this channel as a young first-time mom, then click that subscribe button. Be here, be on time. If you want to know and be a part of our lives, be a part of this journey, because I'm trying to do better. I'm going to document this so my baby could have it to look back on everything before he was born and after he was born and all that stuff. So just subscribe. Don't forget to like leave a comment down below on what type of videos you would like to see. So yeah.